M0FXB. Welcome to my videos on the lilyGo TWR Plus APRS Digipeater Tracker, iGate and lots more. If you've not seen this device, this is what it looks like just here. Very cool gadget looking device, and I've got the live one, the one I'm using right now here. That's on my desk. Okay, and the reason I put my mobile phone there with the dashboard, I know it looks like Pi-Star, but with the dashboard that controls this, is to show you that it works via a browser. We can control it via a browser, which is what we're doing right now. If we look at APRS FI, for example, on the right hand side, we've sent out some packets, and here it says M0FXB-9 Digimode Hamtech. Okay, and it says wide 1, wide 2. So on the left hand side now, I have made a video installing this, because you do have to, once you've purchased, you can hear it there, once you've purchased the device, I'll put a link in the description for that as well, they're about £70, you will need to update the firmware, and the version that I purchased is not the open source version, it's the sort of preloaded version. So on the left hand side right now, you're seeing the sort of live dashboard as stations come in via my antenna. So it's connected to an external antenna, the device you can see in front. And the packets are coming in, and I've only been doing it for 10 minutes, maybe half an hour, and you can see them coming in here in lines. So let's look at the different settings that we can do, because this isn't just an APRS packet device, it's actually a voice radio as well. So if we go to radio, and you can set up and change the settings using the device by turning the, just show it's a lot easier to see this diagram, this round cog which you also push, and then you've got an OLED screen there. I'll put the live image there, it's quite hard to see, but anyway, I'll put it there. Let's go through the different settings on the left panel. When we click the radio tab here, we see the frequencies of the radio, and we've added here the narrow or wide selection. We've selected, it says here SA868 VHF, and then we've got the frequency in the UK of APRS, which is 144800. And before I forget, there is a Facebook page on this as well, and the GitHub page for downloading the firmware is here, and I have made a video. And at the top of each tab there is an enable selection that I have made, so the radio is enabled. Then we move across to iGate, and you put in your call sign, your station ID, select the path you want to use. You can actually have user-defined paths. If you go to system here, you'll see at the bottom here you can type in different paths. You can also update your time and your NTP update as well, and reboot the system. The next tab along, you've got Digi, then again you've got Tracker, and you can enable these at the top. VPN, the wireless setup. When you first boot up this device, it does send out its own IP address, which is 192.168.4.1, and it shows up in your, you search it in your Wi-Fi, the usual Wi-Fi, and you'll see it show up there, and you can select it. And the name of it, if I look at the Wi-Fi here, is here, look, ESP32 APRS, and there's a default password, which is quite a long default password, but when you're logging into this page that we're seeing on the left, it's just admin. The other interesting thing about this device, it has an onboard SD card that you can see there, just there in orange and white, onboard SD card. It's just another thing you get. It's got USB-C charging, and if we turn it round, you've got a battery there, and that one is the 18650. got an LED lights that flashes. There's buttons on the side as well. I know it's a bit dark. You can see buttons there. The top button is actually PTT. If I press it, it will send out my packet and live voice. It does the voice and then it sends out the packet. Underneath, you've got the power on off. Beneath that, you've got the boot button, and underneath that, you've got the reset button. And there's different power connectors there. I just wanted to show you the panel really today. When you plug the USB cable in, it does charge the battery and it gives you a serial connection. So you go right click, device manager, look at my ports, wonder which one it is. Oh, we have many to choose from. I'll just plug in the cable now. And the nice thing is it's USB-C as well. Right, cable's in. And after a couple of flashes, there's my serial port. So I'm going to be testing this on programs like WinLink, and I literally don't even know if it works on WinLink. But normally, if you can connect, because this does have Bluetooth, that's another thing I haven't tested yet. The other thing I haven't tested is can it work on Meshtastic, because I've got the 2 meter module, but I'm interested that it's called. If you look here, back to radio, when I select, it says SA868 VHF. That's making me wonder, you know, can it have? Does it work on 868 as well? I don't know. So there's a clearer image, and you can see that I'm showing up on APRS FI, and it will work, of course. You'll see me on APRS Droid. I think it's a fascinating gadget. The price, I think, is completely affordable. I've got the similar gadgets, and they are, I would say, 4 or 5 times more the price. And this one is, and that other gadget does not have this control panel that we're seeing here. So a lot of good work has been put into this. You've got to thank Nakontai, and looking at the Facebook page, go about here, see more, and there you go. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Having great fun with this, and if you're into APRS, this is a must-have item, and thanks to TechMinds for putting it on his video, because that's what got me interested. You do need to read the instructions a little bit. You can see that it's showing all the different pages. Talks about the rotary encoder, display config. I'm actually looking now before we end the video to see if I can see anything obvious about this. Is loading the firmware, which actually, when you get your head around, it's quite straightforward. It's just that there's 4 bin files that you load, but you just select 4 bin files and then click start. Ultimately, select your COM port. There's a download for a flash, for the flash tool, which is all in this link, which I'll provide, and the video. APRS service, donation, Aliexpress Purchase. Let's just click that and see what it does. It's there, and you can see the price. It's in a different language, but you can see the price, and obviously add tax, add delivery. It's about £70, but I think you'll be very happy with your purchase. Bye for now. 7.3. All the best.